I'm Dirty Swift.
We're Midi Mafia.
The plaques, 3 million, maybe 4 million now. This is one of our early records.
This is our Grammy nomination for the Fantasia record, When I See You.
We wanted to start working with things more from the ground up, and then that's when Justin Bieber came. We built the sound, Love came out, it's just top of the world. And simultaneously we was actually working with Frank Ocean. I think me and Swift just got a great ear for finding things early.
We always approached it from a promotional standpoint too, like building a brand, because we always recognized that we wanted to do more than just be producers. We just didn't want to sit in the studio and make beats and give out beat CDs. We wanted to develop talent and have our own lane, and to do all those things you have to be able to promote yourself. You have to be bigger than just one song.
But it's weird on what it was all kind of like born out of. He did his deal with Def Jam, but he wasn't getting a lot of support from the powers, right? So he was like, yo, I want to do a mixtape. We were like, alright, cool, whatever. And then he said, I'm gonna do it in 2 months and put it out there. His thought process kept changing like crazy through the whole thing. Eventually, like, when he did Swim Good, it's kind of like when it all kind of really, that was like the beginning of like, I got it, I know what I want to do. And then when he did Novocaine is when it kind of like was like, I'm done, you know? And that inception, all of that is a year. And then he just trying to figure out all these different ways on how to get it out there. And then at some point he just was kind of like, fuck it. Boom, 1 million downloads. We were like, wait a minute, he's doing better than people that are signed. Once he started getting legs on it, somebody released another mixtape, and it had like 30 to 40 records of all of our demos with him. And it just messed everything up. Like I just couldn't do nothing with the music. I had all this great music just out there and nobody wanted to touch it. I couldn't sell it. I couldn't revamp it. I couldn't do anything with it, you know? So me and Swift were kind of like, that's never happening to us ever again. It really started off with, we're gonna leak our own records.
That was the mentality. It's like we all sat around this table here and we were like, what are we gonna do from this point forward? Because that can't happen again. Like Bruce said, it was like, that's not gonna happen to us again. But what is the answer? We're like, well, why don't we start? When we develop an artist, why don't we build a platform that almost where you can monetize the development process, where you can show people what's going on, where you can leak our own records, quote unquote. It's just like, how do you open that window to people so you can purposely do things instead of having other people compile stuff and host it on their own servers and get all the hits and the looks on YouTube or whatever it is.
People usually go, yo, sign this contract and I'm gonna do everything for you, right? And everything's based on what they might do for you, right? So we looked at it like, if I like an artist, right, let's do business for what we're doing right now. And it's kind of like we're dating each other. So as we do more, they're like, wait a minute, I'm getting all of this, I'm making money, and I'm not signed to the guys? For example, concept, we just don't leak our own records. So basically, take this music you're developing and make people part of the process while you're doing it, right? But then we're like, okay, you're giving that away for free. But then when we learn more about the integration into all these different TV shows and ownership and really starting to take everything that we were learning, we're like, oh, we can give this away for free and make money and still own it? We were like, we need to do this. We don't believe in you. You don't have to do 3 mixtapes. You need to do a strong body of work and establish your brand, because once you do that, you're always gonna make money. I'm tired of A&Rs being like, hey, this record is dope. Can't we do a little bit of this? My attitude is like, no, fuck you, we doing this. Because I didn't have any advice from any of you motherfuckers when I did the original hit, which is the reason why you want me back in your office. So let me do what I do, trust me, we good. And that's what I want BrandX to be. I just want to prove everybody is like, yo, look, we know what we doing. Do for Love featuring Eric Bellinger, that's September 30th.
We'll probably do something with him by the late fall too. He's talking about doing another project. So he's somebody that just like, if he's ready to go, we'll go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we do it.
Yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne.
I'm Dirty Swift.
And we're Midi Mafia.
You're watching Revolt TV.
The new #1 name in music.